Hey, it's me Derek. I want to begin by saying happy Thanksgiving and thank you for listening to this video. Now, the reason why I made this is because I want you to understand the reason why most introverts, maybe other people who's not introverts as well, tend to feel kind of down because their systems aren't built for their personality. What do I mean? Look at this video. It's a funny video, right? But I want to make the example that this video kind of proves that when many people get overtasked, their motivation tends to die because they have too many things going on at once, whereas they don't know where to actually focus at. And I want to kind of help you break down those problems so that you have a solution what you can and can't do to help you go forward. And I'm going to be looking at my notes to make sure that I'm staying on track. That first one is to have one input. Meaning, what's the main goal at the top of the list that you need to get done? I know sometimes whenever tasks come out from higher, they're like on top of each other. But actually think about it. Prioritize your tasks based on which one you need to get done the soonest, right? And then try to delegate that if you can to others if you're in the least position, or try to do the best you can and try to minimize the amount of distractions you have around you. The question may be asking, how do you minimize the amount of distractions? Less is more. Remember that again. Less is more. Meaning that if you have a lot of stuff going on around you, remove it. If you have people, tell them to please leave. If you have too many tabs open on your computer, have one tab up with that task at hand and finish that task and then go to the next one. Like that. If you have too much stuff that's on your desk, move it to the side, make its own little area, and then get back to working on one task so you can have all of your focus. That second one is have a battle rhythm. In the military, we use this a lot. It's similar to a routine. Well, it is a routine. Whereas every single time you come into work or a weekly or monthly thing, you have a set schedule of things you're going to be doing every single day. For example, for myself, I go into work, I check my emails, I make sure medical stuff are good for the Marines, I make sure the freaking rosters are up to date, and I handle my other admin tasks I have to do. I have a set pattern I follow every single day. And for you, the best thing that you can do is write that stuff down, type it up, and then use like a push pen, like put it on the wall or something. That's his battle rhythm, a weekly, monthly, or yearly battle rhythm, so that you are tracking what you need to be doing. That next one is identity based. What does that mean? Don't be a yes man. You can't say yes to every task. That's how you in turn get overworked. That's how you burn out. Learn to say no. Learn to do stuff that aligns with who you are personality wise. Because yes, every single task has opportunity for you to grow, but not every single task is needed for you to grow. There's many opportunities that's going to come up in life that only you can do. But you can't say yes to every opportunity, otherwise you'll be losing yourself in the process and be lowering your mental health. Next one is, if you combine all those things together, you don't need to use any emotion. For me, I look at the world as, I guess weird, I'm not sure how weird it sounds, but as weird as it sounds, I look at the world from a behavior lens. I don't see the world as is, because I think that helped me out a lot. Because if I think of what actions can cause a reaction to different things, and that's how I grew. For example, let's say that you were having a conversation and somebody just started going crazy, like they talking, and then they just get nervous all of a sudden whenever they see like an ant. I will question, why did that happen? What action or behavior led to that person to react like that when they see the ant? And I'll break it down to the basic fundamentals of different things. Another example is, if I were to ask you, what's the difference between manifestation and visualization, what would you say? For me, I would say manifestation is you just simply thinking of something you want to do, but you don't plan on doing it. You are hoping that somebody from a higher power or somebody from above you or God or whoever your deity is that you worship you're hoping that they're going to bring that stuff to you. Whereas visualization, you are visualizing where you want to go to, but you also know the different amount of steps you have to do to get there, which is why people say words matter, but they do. Learn to define words and question what people say, because my interpretation, manifestation, and visualization is probably not the same as yours. Think about that. When I say something like have more presence have more presence around your kids, have stronger presence around your kids, what does that mean? Now, we all have different interpretations of stronger presence. For you, it all depends on the context as well. For some people, a stronger presence could mean that you need to be around your kids more. You need to be more into their lives. For others, that can mean you need to discipline your kids. You need to make sure your kids know who you are. You need to ensure that your kids are always doing the right thing every single time. Ensure you teach them the right values and presence. And you need to let them know, your kids, that you are a man or woman of culture. That's what I mean. Learn to actually define words and question people's thoughts and opinions. And define and question the world as well. Because if you don't, then you're just accepting thinking. You're just accepting other people's thoughts as your own, which is not good when it comes to the advancement of both yourself in your mind and the advancement of human society. And we all have a bunch of AI robot people going around accepting people opinions and judgments as is. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you for listening. If you're interested, I have a Discord called the Cultural Growth. We're currently trying to get 200 members. It's not as active right now, but I'm trying to get it back there again. But just check the link in the description. Again, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later on the next one.